Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ain Shakira binti Muhammad Asmadi. My metric number is 068231149. I will present about the background of our selected company, which is Silverbird Group Berhad. Silverbird Group Berhad is a Malaysian company that was found in 1995. It is based in Shah Alam, Selangor. The company is well known for its bakery and confectionery product. Its most popular brand is High Five Bread, which used to be one of the leading bread in brands in Malaysia. The company was listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia. This means it was a public listed company where investors could buy its shares. Over the years, Silverbird expanded its production lines and became one of the dominant bakery manufacturers in Malaysia. However, in 2012, the company faced a serious corporate scandal involving accounting irregularities and financial mismanagement. This caused a huge loss and led to the suspension of its trading on Bursa Malaysia. So, in short, Silverbird's Group had started strong as a successful bakery company, but later suffered because of poor corporate governance and weak financial control. For section 3.2, I will explain about the governance structure of the company. As we can see in this slide, the company is led by the board of directors. The chairman of the board is Datuk Dr. Gan Huan Po. He is responsible for leading the board and guiding the company's overall direction. Next, Dr. Jackson Tan Han Koo is the group managing director, and Ching Siu Chong is the group executive director. The board also includes both independent and non-independent directors to make sure there is balance and transparency in decision making. For example, Lim Hock Chi and Datuk Sri Talaat bin Hussain are independent non-executive directors. Meanwhile, Datuk Lee Kok Chuan, Adi Azwan bin Abdul Ghani, and Peter John McLaughlin are non-independent non-executive directors. We'll also have Richard Koch Aslan bin Abbas and Vanda Russell Gold, who play important roles in supporting the company's growth and governance. This chart shows the structure and responsibility under the governance structure. At the top, we have Datuk Prof. Dr. Gan Huan O, the chairman. Under him, there are several committees that help the board in managing the company. The first one is the audit committee, which includes Dato' Jason Tan Han Kok, Ching Siew Chong, and Lim Hock Chi. This committee checks the company's financial reports and makes sure everything follows audit standards. The second one is the remuneration committee made up of Richard Koch Aslan bin Abbas, Dato' Sri Talaat bin Hussain, and Dato' Lee Kok Chuan. They decide and review the salary and rewards for the top management. Next, we have the Sharia panel, which includes Adi Azwan bin Abdul Ghani, Peter John McLaughlin, and Vanda Russell God. This panel ensures that all business activities follow Islamic principles. Finally, the structure also includes external auditor and a company secretary who help maintain transparency and good corporate governance. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noaini binti Muhammad Zalani. My metric number is 06823F1002. Today, my group will present about Silverbird Group Berhad, and my slide is the corporate governance and CSR issue face the company. In 2012, Silverbird Group Berhad found a serious problem in financial records. There were accounting mistakes and false entries were about 112 millions. This problem come from doubtful payment, fake taxation, and missing documents. This situation showed that the company had weak internal control and poor supervision from management. The board of directors and auditor failed to detect the problem early. Because of this mistake, investors and the public lost trust in the company. It also caused big financial losses and affect the company's reputation. This case is an example of poor corporate governance where management did not follow the principle of honesty, integrity, and accountability. Company must always make sure the financial statements are true and checked properly. Good internal control helps prevent fraud and protects the company employees and shareholders. Second of my slide, after the accounting problem were found, the Security Commission Malaysia set an investigation on Silverbird Group Berhad. They found that two former directors and giving false information to Bursa Malaysia about the company financial report. This means they were not honest and tried to hide a true financial position of the company. Because of that, both directors were chained in court for giving false statement. This is a serious matter because it can be mislead investor and the public. When people read wrong financial report, they may bad decision or lose money. This case show that the company management did not follow good corporate governance and failed to act with integrity. Director must always be honest and responsible because they represent the company. The legal action by the Security Commission remind all companies to follow the law and report the truth. Without honesty and transparency, a company can easily lose the trust of its investor and the public. For my last slide, this company also have corporate social responsibility (CSR) issue. Before the financial problem, Silverbird Group was active in CSR activities through its High Five brand. They help the community by sponsoring school events and donating bread products. This action built a positive image for the company. However, the company did not record or report the CSR activity in its annual reports. This show a lack of transparency and weak corporate reporting. After the accounting scandal in 2012, the company's financial situation became worse. All CSR activity was stopped and the focus shifted to financial recovery because the company was under PN 17 status. As a result, the public lost trust in the company and its brand reputation dropped. This case shows that when a company fails in governance and ethics, it also affects it in social responsibility. Good CSR depend on honesty and accountability, not only donation. Without integrity, even strong brand can lose public support and credibility. That's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning, madam. My name is Durga and my matrix number is 06D8023F1029. So today I'm going to present the role of auditor in the case of Silverbird Group Berhad. So auditors responsible for checking a company's financial statement to make sure the information contains true and fair view and accurate. They help to protect investor and public by making sure that company follow the accounting standard. In this case, Silverbirds sent out financial report to Bursa Malaysia that were not yet checked by the auditors. The report had a false information, and this happened because there was no proper communication between the management and the auditors. So in this situation, we can see that how important is auditors and independent and not just believe whatever management says. They must check everything carefully before the report are shared with the public. We'll be seeing new article which is charges against former director of Silverbird Group Berhad. So in this case, there were two former director of Silverbird Group Berhad were charged by SC, which is Securities Commission. So they submitted false information and statement to Bursa Malaysia between 2010 and 2011. The directors' name were Dato Jackson, Tan Hancock and Ching Siu Cheong. So the lesson that we learn from this is why auditors are important and they help to detect and report financial mistake or fraud.
Hi, my name is Sumaya Bintul Zamri. My matrix number is 06D8023F1026. So for this slide, I'm going to explain about issues and implication. First, we have financial irregularities and misstatements. Silverbird's collapse began with the discovery of major financial irregularities, initially reported as a 112 million discrepancy and later revised to nearly 267 million. The falsification of financial statements between 2010 and 2011 misled investors and regulators about the company's true financial position. This scandal eroded investor confidence, caused the company's share price to collapse, and led to criminal charges against key executives. It also highlighted weakness in Malaysia's financial reporting standards and the need for more stringent auditing and enforcement by regulatory bodies like the Securities Commission. Number 2, we have debt defaults and cash flow problems. Due to poor financial management and declining sales, Silverbird defaulted on loan repayments and payments to suppliers. The company struggled to manage operational costs, resulting in reduced production, loss of distributors, and halted factory operations. These defaults damaged relationships with creditors and suppliers, leading to a breakdown in trust and support from key business partners. Financial instability also affected employee salaries and job security, causing widespread job loss when the company eventually ceased operations. Number 3, we have weak corporate governance and audit failures. The collapse exposed several weaknesses in Silverbird's corporate governance framework. The board of directors failed to detect or act on red flags, while internal and external auditors were criticized for not identifying irregularities sooner. The company even filed legal actions against its auditor for alleged negligence. This failure emphasized the importance of strong governance structures and effective audit practice in listed companies. It prompted regulators to tighten rules on corporate transparency and accountability, serving as a cautionary case study for other Malaysian firms about the consequences of governance neglect. Number 4, brand and reputation damage. Silverbird's financial scandal and production issues severely tarnished its once strong consumer brand. Questions surrounding halal certification and inconsistent product supply further diminished public trust. Reputation loss proved irreversible, leading to declining consumer confidence and reduced market share. For a food manufacturing company, where trust and brand image are vital, the damage effectively eliminated its ability to recover, showing how reputation risk can be as harmful as financial loss. Number 5, we have delisting and operational shutdown. After failing to resolve its financial problems and meet Bursa Malaysia's requirements, Silverbird was classified as a PN17 company and delisted in 2014. By 2016, its operation has ceased completely following legal and financial proceedings. For implications, the delisting wiped out shareholders' value and left creditors with minimal recovery. It also served as a warning to investors about the risk of investing in companies with weak financial transparency. The case reinforced the importance of ongoing regularity monitoring and the need for yearly intervention to prevent total corporate collapse. The last one, broader economic and regulatory impact. Silverbird's failure had ripple effects across the Malaysian business ecosystem. It undermined public confidence in corporate governance standards and raised questions about the effectiveness of oversight mechanisms within the financial and food manufacturing sectors. For implications, regulators were prompted to improve enforcement mechanisms and strengthen guidelines on financial reporting and internal control. The incident also encouraged other Malaysian firms to prioritize transparency, risk management and compliance as integral parts of corporate strategy. That's all from me. Thank you.
After discussing the key issues and their serious implications, it is clear that Silverbird needs to take immediate and effective actions to prevent similar problems in the future. In the next slides, I, Izadiana, will present our recommendations to strengthen corporate governance, improve financial oversight, and reboot stakeholder trust. The first one is strengthen internal control and financial oversight. First, we recommend that Silverbird strengthens its internal control system. The company should establish a stronger internal audit department and ensure that the audit committee operates independently. Regular internal and external audits must be carried out to detect any financial irregularities early and prevent future misstatements. And the second one is enhance transparency and accountability. Next, we suggest improving transparency and accountability within the company. All financial statements and disclosures must present true and fair information. Directors and management should be fully responsible for the accuracy of the report submitted to Bursa Malaysia to rebuild investor confidence. And the last one is governance and ethics trainings. Lastly, we recommend providing mandatory training on corporate governance, ethics and compliance for all directors, accountants and senior management. This will promote integrity, professionalism and ethical decision making within the organization, and also preventing similar issues from happening again. Now let's move on to our final part, which is the reflection. So from this case, we learned the strong corporate governance is very important to ensure transparency, accountability and integrity in final reporting. This Silverbird case shows how internal control and unethical behavior from top management can lead to serious consequences, including legal actions and loss of investor confidence. As accounting students, we realize that auditors and accountants play a critical role in maintaining the accuracy and reliability of financial information. We also learned that ethics should always come before profit, and corporate social responsibility should not be seen as just an image, but a real commitment to society. Overall, this case taught us that good governance and integrity are the foundation of a company's long-term success. That's all from us. Thank you.